welcome to Rainy Tuesdays, podcast by friends for friends. I'm Adam, here with Ryan.
Hello.
And Margot.
Hi.
As per usual. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Pretty okay. Yeah.
We've been talking for quite a bit before we started this, so we are instantly launching into something. Margot, what was the question you had for Ryan?
What is Protobl?
So, for a bit of context, we were talking about high school stuff, clubs we were involved in. Margot was involved with speech, and I did academic team, which I don't know, for some reason I thought was similar in my head, even though they're really not.
They're both for nerds.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've got, like, a limited amount of time to come up with something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go. Basically the same thing.
Exactly, but we would have practices for our academic team, and we just sit in a room and play Protobl. It's like an online trivia game.
Okay.
It's got, like, different categories. Your basic, like, literature, science, mathematics. Some of the math questions, you got, like, paper and a pen to be able to, like, draw and write out.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to think. Social studies, history, philosophy. A lot of, like, art questions, which I always hated because it'd be, like, this really old person.
Sure.
And then my favorite category, trash. Because trash is all the fun stuff. It's, like, sports stuff, like, entertainment, media, films, pop culture. It's great.
This podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Trash questions. So.
Yeah.
I would I continue to play Protobl, and I just exclusively only play trash.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. So I have two questions. How close to this is, like, Trivia Crack?
So the way Protobl works is, like, an academic, like, team or, like, a Scholastic Bowl sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, a moderator reads a question, and then you buzz in as soon as you know what it is. So oftentimes with Protobl, like, let's say it's about Star Wars. So we'll start off with something, like, really obscure. So it'll be like, Nine Nub was the pilot during this battle in space over the forest moon of Endor.
Right.
And then it will get, like, a little bit more into it, and it's like, Han Solo's ship was the Millennium Falcon in this movie series.
Okay.
What is the series that takes place with a war among the stars and a galaxy far, far away? And then you, like,
Star Trek.
Get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, it's like, the more you know about a topic, the easier it is to, like, get it earlier on. But, like, as the question winds down, you sort of feel stupid of, like, oh, I knew it. Like, they give you, like, the dead giveaway sort of at the end.
Okay.
But it's a competition to see who can get it first. And so, like...
Is it, like, more points the earlier you get it? Or, like...
In Protobl, yes, but, like, an academic team, no.
No. Okay. Gotcha.
It's more just whoever gets it. Sometimes, like, it depends. Like, sometimes there'll be, like, bonuses, like, if you can get it, like, before a certain point.
Okay. Yeah.
But, yeah,
that
most of the time it's usually just who gets it right.
Okay. Very,
and if
very.
The person gets it wrong, you can steal it.
Wow. I love that.
Is this kind of like in the Spider-Man movies, the most recent ones? He's in, like, I don't know what
academic decathlon.
Yeah, is it kind of like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Very fair.
You literally sit like 5 people at a table versus 5 people at a table.
I love that. My follow-up question is if we were a trivia team at, like, a bar, because at that point, like, at this point in life, that's where we could do trivia. Who's doing what? Like, what's the game plan for the Rainy Tuesdays in Friends? Because I don't think it would just be the 3 of us. Game.
I've got math down.
Hell yeah.
History.
Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. I think I can do some, like, I could definitely do, like, the entertainment stuff. If there is a philosophy section, I can maybe do that.
I've not participated in, but I saw a trivia night at a bar, and it was really difficult stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I expected just, like, do you know the answer to this question? But the way it was like, the example, it was like you had to come up with an answer, but the clues to get that answer was like, what were the first 3 letters of this character's name from The Good Place, and the last 2 letters of this other thing from something else, and you have to mash that together to get like the thing you wanted. So it was Chidi from Good Place, and I don't know what the other one was, but the answer was China. So it was like, but it wasn't just, a question where the answer was China. You'd have to mash the answers to other.
It's like 3 questions in one.
Yeah. It was very difficult, but it wasn't like that's the grand finale question or something like that. It was a whole list of questions like that, like 5 or 6. It's like that's really difficult.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
So but that was like the 30 seconds I saw. So I don't know if that was like the last round and maybe it just got like that intense or what, but I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think trivia is like such a fun thing that like people do. I don't know. Like my school didn't have like a team that did it.
Yeah, neither did mine.
That sounds very fun, and I feel like I would enjoy it. But yeah, no, I've always thought of it as just like a thing you did when you were older in bars. But yeah, I don't know. I think it would be fun. I feel like with Ryan and Caitlin, Adam's girlfriend, combined, we'd have sports. Because I've heard both of them talk about sports.
You're scraping the bottom of the barrel. You're asking me about sports.
No, your girlfriend.
Same situation.
Oh man.
I know teams.
Yeah, that's way more than me.
Yeah, I think Ryan and I could, if it's just like, what is this team? We probably could do that.
You guys
I
would
can't
nail
name
it.
a single player though.
Who's the player on that one team that did the thing in the game competition?
Yep, not a chance. I would never be able to.
Marco, what's the basketball team located in Chicago?
Bulls.
Ah, you got it.
It's because I didn't last time. Oh man. And now I have that New Girl reference in my head to remember it, like I'm gonna get quizzed. Oh man. Fair. Yeah. I don't know what other sections. Oh, science. That's also you, Ryan. Unless it's maybe like what's a
my girlfriend's
gravity?
really good at science.
There we
I
go.
don't really like science. I suck at biology and chemistry.
We're gonna be fine. We've got Caitlin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin, she's great at biology and chemistry.
Yeah.
I remember a few things about physics from high school.
I like physics.
I think we'd be unstoppable, is what I'm hearing. We get Joanna in here, then we've got like probably like
another history person.
It would be, but I think more world stuff. Like I feel like travel stuff. She'd be good.
Like geography.
Geography for sure. But then also I don't know if they ask like I don't know what they ask. This is what I'm thinking.
Sometimes.
I think
geography
is
a
common
country. Yeah.
Joanna has maps.
What 2 countries share the longest continual border?
Oh, I don't know.
United States and Canada.
Correct.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
Go us.
See, we're already winning. There's no other teams, but that doesn't matter. We're still first place.
Just
they don't have to know there was only
edit
one
like
team.
a little 1 sign in my box and a 0 in yours.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh my god. We do a trivia podcast, but it's just the 3 of us randomly asking each other, like, here's the thing. What do you think it is? Oh man. Fair. Yeah, I love that. Well, speaking of things we did in high school, I did speech. There was an event called Impromptu. And basically it was like you get a topic and then you have like a short amount of time to write a speech and then you give it. And
and you have no idea what it's going to be ahead of time. Each round is like a different genre. So it could be like drinks or countries or colors or whatever. And then you pick your thing and you're like, yeah, that's the one. So we're going to do kind of a spin on that. And either advocate for or against different things with our speeches. It's not just going to be like talking about them. And then the other two people are going to be like, I agree, or I completely disagree.
So a little bit of like impromptu rant is my impression of this.
I think that's a fair impression.
But slightly more argumentative, not just like complain about something.
Yeah.
Although kind of, especially if
Maybe.
you're advocating to get rid of something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who wants to go first?
I can give it a whirl.
Hell yeah. So I'm also gonna pull up a timer because we're gonna do.
Oh, this is serious.
This is serious.
Let's go.
We'll vamp until you're ready to like give it, but then you'll have 10 minutes.
Oh, I have preparation
not 10 minutes.
time?
Well, yeah.
Dang.
No, why not? Yeah, it's our rules.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna go. Figure it out as I go.
Okay, that works too. I'll just start you whenever. So do you want to choose your topic out of a few, or do you want me to just give you one?
Just give me one.
Okay.
This is gonna go well.
Okay. You have to decide whether or not people should date. Go.
People should date?
Yeah, dating.
Arranged
Yes or
marriages
no?
Only.
I can't decide which is funnier. Actually, okay. Everyone should date, but everyone should not stop dating. So, you know how typically we're in a pretty monogamous society. You find one person and you date them, but at some point, is it really dating? Because you're just kind of with them for a while and then you get married, and you're not really dating anymore. So, my proposal, you don't stop dating. You just keep going through. And dating doesn't have to be like a sexual thing or whatever. You can have friend dates and whatever, but the key part is the date feature. So you gotta like take your best friend out to like a picnic, and you gotta woo them with some smooth jazz and cheese. I don't know, or take like a random person you just met to, I don't know, another country. Why not? Go crazy with it. But everyone should date everyone, and don't put any restrictions on gender or language barriers. Pretty funny if you date someone that you don't speak the same language with.
I like the twist you put on it because, like,
Yeah.
to me, it's almost like a video game RPG where it's like you're just trying to like add more companions to your party, just like add more people in by dating them.
Oh
Grow
my
the
gosh.
There you go.
relationship.
Yeah, I had a friend who was playing Skyrim, and then he stopped playing Skyrim for a few months, and then he came back to playing Skyrim, and then he was trying to woo a person, and then it was not working, and then he went back to a home that he had built, and he remembered he had a wife, and he was telling us the story, and we were like, "That's horrible! You're trying to cheat on your wife," and then he was like, "Is it really cheating if you don't remember that you're married?"
You're just so busy doing Dragonborn stuff that you forgot about it.
Right.
Or him. Or
I love out of context video game stuff. I remember seeing, I think it's like Europa or something. It's one of those like top down like strategy games. It's like very in depth, but like there's a lot of stuff with like religion and growing your country and like espionage. And so I saw something that was like, if I poison the Pope, will the new Pope annul my marriage to my wife? Because it's just something you can do in the game.
Sure. Oh, that's funny. Fair. I guess.
Wait, one quick thing about Skyrim. I have a mini gripe. The best companion is Serana, which is this vampire lady from the DLC, and you can't marry her, and she's the best one. It's infuriating.
Fair.
That made me mad more than anything else, because you can marry anyone you want, but you can't marry the like one character that actually has like personality and does cool things.
That's very funny.
It's rude.
I will say I like the journey you took us on, because at first I thought you were gonna say like just find someone and never stop dating them, and then
that's not bad either.
then I thought you were doing the whole thing where it was like, oh, even when you get married to someone, you want to still treat them like you're dating because that keeps the romance alive. And then it just became, no, only date everyone though. Don't
everyone.
Date one person. Just always date. Everything's a date.
But it doesn't have to be like, you can still have a monogamous relationship if you're dating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I shouldn't be clarifying after my time as up.
Right.
But I like the idea of just like dates kind of in the the fancy and plan of it, but in a more casual context.
Yeah, I mean,
like friends.
I think friend dates are wonderful. Esther, who we've had on several times, while she and I are in love, and it is entirely romantic, it's also just a friend thing. And we go on like little like hot chocolate dates, and like we like plan to like do this or that or whatever, you know. But it was like that was a big thing, is like making sure we put time and energy into each other, because you should with your people. Yeah. Fair. So I think I agree. It was confusing, but I think I agree.
Well, I came up with it on the spot, so.
Nice. Oh man, do you want one, Ryan?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you ever met someone that's like been arranged married at
Yes.
all? It's pretty neat. I don't know. I don't know that I would like that.
I would not.
I've not met someone our age, but I have like friends whose parents were. But...
I knew someone who got arranged marriage in high school.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah. There.
They
really liked it. Yeah. They're like, it makes it so much easier. You don't have to date.
Sure.
I mean.
Yeah.
If it works for you, it works for you. I would not want it for myself.
Fair. Yeah, I think it's a thing that, you know, whoever wants to do whatever they want to do, that's great.
I know in their context, they were able to like kind of date the person beforehand. So it wasn't like
that's nice.
You've never met this person before. It was like they were able to hang out on more than a few occasions beforehand. It was like a process.
I feel like that would make me much more comfortable with it, where it was like...
Now, I think there was some leeway of they could have gotten out of it if there wasn't some interest there, I guess.
That feels more consensual then. See, that's my thing, is like the only gripe that I have is when it's like just done. If like both parties involved want to like have someone arrange them to get married, right? Like, okay, go for it. But if it's like pushed on someone, I don't love that, for what I feel are obvious reasons. Yeah. All right, Ryan. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Please argue for or against nudity. It was on the same list. Wait, I'm just going to start when you go. Hang on. Okay.
Cool. I'm going to argue against nudity.
Okay.
I don't understand it. Like, we got clothes. Clothes are nice. Clothes are comfortable. And you know what? Clothes make you warm. Like, I don't know. Every time I get a shower, I'm like, boom, I got to put on some clothes because I am freezing. But also, I do like to take cold showers. So maybe that's a personal problem. But, Margaret, you look confused.
We can dive into that another time.
You're still arguing against
me. I am. I'm not very good at this. But I think clothes are needed. People walk around with clothes. I mean, I guess people could walk around without clothes. And people just get used to it over time. But I also think, you know, the wind is cold, and clothes help with that. Specifically jackets. Jackets are really nice. And people need to get more into jackets.
on board with that one.
How much time do I have left?
5 seconds.
At this point. And that's why you should wear clothes.
Perfect timing. So, I agree that clothes are warm, and that should be warm.
Clothes are warm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree though with taking cold showers.
Yeah, there's a sneaky argument superfluous to the main one. Why do you take cold showers?
I don't take like super cold showers. I just don't like the water being super warm because like I take showers in the morning to wake up, and if I like have warm showers, I'm not like all the way awake. But if it's cold, it's like, ooh, I'm ready to start the day.
Okay.
But have you considered if it's like scalding hot?
I love scalding hot showers. Oh my god.
I do not like hot water.
There's just something about walking out of the shower lobster red.
Yeah, scalding hot is a little too hot maybe,
really
but
my skin to boil.
I like hot showers. There's something really nice about taking like a long shower where you progressively turn the heat up more and more and more and more and more as you go. I don't know. There's something nice and relaxing about it.
So, like, I think we all, like, have our little shower quirks, but, like, I do definitely shower with, like, full heat. I don't take super long ones. And then at the very end of the shower, I, like, blast cold water for, like, my hair and skin and stuff because it's healthy for you.
Here's a question for you.
I'm sure it might be.
When you're in the shower, do you face toward or away from the sprinkler head?
Towards, for safe, but like 5 or 10 seconds to like do whatever I need to do. Like if I need to like wash my back or something, I put my back towards the shower because that just makes more sense. I don't like curl up underneath it. But for the majority of the shower, I'm facing the shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so shower head up here.
Yeah.
This is your face. You're facing the shower.
Yeah.
So it's on your.
It's on me.
Stomach, chest,
Yeah.
or like, that's where the water's going.
I see the water hitting me.
Baffling.
Wait, you do.
Facing away. It's on my back the whole time.
Wait, Ryan, what do you do?
Face away as well.
Wait, why?
I don't know. Just feels
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, it just feels.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah.
Oh well, but I lay on my back in bed, so it's also like a blanket for me. Cause the water, it's like a sheet. You know.
Really out of left field there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will say in showers, I take pretty quick one because I shower in the morning, so just when
Sure.
I'm getting ready. So I'm not like just standing there. So I'm moving and
Yeah.
getting clean. So there's not
Yeah.
much of like facing one direction because I'm
Not a boy band.
shifting and depending on where the water needs to go.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
but if I am taking like a longer shower where I enjoy the heat, I am facing away.
When you're like putting shampoo in your hair before you rinse it, what way are you facing?
Towards the shower.
I think there's a key difference here in that Margot has long hair and we do not. So
That could be
if
too.
she faces away, then you'll get water on your hair, right?
Yeah.
Whereas we don't have that problem.
Also, what's y'all's shower order? This is fascinating. I'm like learning so much.
Hair first and then body.
Hair then body? Okay.
Yeah.
And then face last.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I do
Ryan?
hair and then face and body at the same time.
Okay. I do.
Because I have like fancy face, well, probably we all do. Face wash specifically, so I just do
Yeah.
it at the end.
Interesting. I do face wash first, because I don't want to like wash germs off from my body and then touch my face. So I do face wash.
But you're
It's-
like just
I
being
know.
washed the whole time.
Anyway, I get it. I understand, but that was the
But
logic.
also then
and
like
it
if you
kept.
wash your face again, you're just getting rid of your face stuff.
What do you?
Like if you had washed your face and then like you do shampoo and it comes down your face, now you've got shampoo on your
Oh,
face.
I do to like get the shampoo out of my hair. I do turn around and like tip back. So it's like face wash, I put the shampoo in, and then I wash like my shoulders and stuff, and then put my hair like down from the shampoo, like wash it out, put conditioner in, and then do my body, and then wash the conditioner out.
Okay.
Right?
This is gonna be the most guy thing I've ever said in my life.
Okay.
I don't know what conditioner is.
It softens your hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Conditions it.
I use conditioner.
Good.
I mean, I use conditioner, but
Good.
it's a 2-in-1 with my.
No.
I got bamboozled.
I thought the exact same thing, because I always used to use the 2-in-1, and then one day I bought different, and I was like, wow, this really makes a difference.
Yes, Ryan.
I'm sure it does.
Yes.
There's not a lot of guy well, maybe there are, but I feel like there's not a lot of guy stereotypes I stick to, but that's the one I'll keep.
It's horrible for your hair.
It's so convenient.
Bad for it. It's so bad
convenient.
for it.
It's
Oh
so
my
convenient.
God. This is so upsetting. Okay.
What I don't support though is when there's like 4-in-1s or whatever.
Right.
I'm capping it at shampoo and conditioner, and that's it. Do not put body wash in there. That's buck wild to do.
That's
like
something.
that on top of that, because I've seen those.
That's progress. Yeah.
I have one of those for traveling.
Okay, sure.
And it's like honestly one of my best. Like, it smells really nice, and my hair always looks the best with it. I don't know why.
I do think like having convenient things for travel is fair, and something that might be the case for you, Ryan, is that it's switching up. Do you like buy the same shampoo all the time?
I also apparently am really bad at doing hair because I wash my hair every single day.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Oh, I wash my hair every day.
I don't understand that.
I don't know how oily your heads are, so I can't tell you exactly what you should do. But like the more oils that build up, the more frequently you can wash it, right? So if you have like a more dry scalp, then you should wait like a few days before washing it again. But if your hair is like really, really oily, then like washing it is fine. But anyway, the thing is, like, if you're like completely switching up your shampoo for like a day when you're traveling or whatever, then that can be good, and like you shouldn't stick to the same like hair products for your entire life. Like, you should switch it up sometimes. I have a feeling Adam's been buying the same exact one
the same
decades.
2-in-1 shampoo I've been using since probably middle school, I think, maybe high school. Definitely a long time.
Is it Irish Spring?
No.
Okay.
Adam, you might be able to agree with me on this, but I love having short hair because you can pretty much just do whatever to your hair and it doesn't matter.
Falls out.
Yeah. I mean, I style my hair a little bit, so.
Washing your hair wrong is not going to make your hair fall out. It might weaken your hair.
Yeah, if you wash it every day, that's one of the things. Like, that's what it's one of the things. You're roughing up your hair. You're taking out so much.
It's that you're going to go bald?
Not bald, but like you're just going to have thinner hair.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of these, I don't know what to call them, like beauty standards or self-care things that seem a little intense.
Yeah.
And I don't think the human body is that fragile.
Exactly.
There's something you said, I don't remember if my memory is terrible.
It was sunscreen.
I don't know,
you fought me on sunscreen, that you should wear sunscreen even like inside.
No, I'll still fight you. That's crazy. I am not wearing sunscreen inside.
Sun goes through windows.
Live through years without sunscreen.
That's
my God.
People live for years without brushing their teeth.
I know, but do you like their teeth?
No, of course not. But people live for years without washing their hair.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's just like, I don't know. I feel like protecting yourself from sun damage is a thing that goes beyond like beauty. Because sun damage is like actually really, really bad for you. Yeah, like cancer and stuff. Yeah.
Also, I think there's a level of overkill in putting sunscreen on when you're not leaving the house?
So what I'll tell you, right, is that I don't like have like SPF like spraying it on like I'm going to a pool kind of thing every day. I have like a day moisturizer and a night moisturizer, and so like the day one, yeah. So the day one has SPF in it, and it's just like what I would be putting on my face anyway. And then the nighttime one doesn't, and it's also like an oil-free one.
I thought you were saying you put sunscreen on during the day and this moisturizer, and then you also put sunscreen on at night.
No. Different moisturizers. Day and night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So it's not like pool grade, like little white mark on my nose of like sunscreen every day. It's just like my normal moisturizer, but it has SPF in it because it's good for you.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Protects you.
Sure.
Oh man. Are there any more like shower questions that are just like shower debates?
The puff things are the best. Everyone should use them.
Like loofahs?
I don't know what they're called. I should call them puffs.
Oh yeah.
That's the superior way.
I think you're saying what I think you're saying. I've never heard them called puffs.
They look like puffs.
They do, which is why I think I'm imagining the right thing. But yeah, they're great.
I just use good old-fashioned soap.
Yes. Soap is good too. Ideally both. Okay. I'm gonna go for or against evening. I'm going what?
Going back a second.
Okay, I'm not going.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not that dirty, so I really don't care like what I do in the shower. I'm just like going from like a shower puts me at 100%, and
yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
But like it probably puts me at like a 75% at the end of the day. Like I'm a little smelly, and like going back in the shower the next day just fixes that. I'm not like covered in mud, but when you play The Sims, you can have a sim that just like spends the whole day at home, and then at the end of the day they are just like the most revolting green smoke is emitting from them. They have done nothing. They've just stayed in their house all day. What is happening? Like
they also like set their ovens on fire far more frequently than I think most people do.
Exactly.
I never set my oven on fire.
Same. Like knock on wood, but oh man. Fair enough. The Sims is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've played it twice.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you like go hard into like the making your Sims look like people?
I really like the house building.
Okay. This makes sense.
And
I do think Sims is fancy Minecraft.
Playing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can really like build like houses you want, which is fun.
Fair. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna go 4 evenings. So here's the deal. You wake up, right? It's so fucking bright. Like, why does it have to be that bright? It's like, that's stupid, right? And so as the day goes on, and then you have like this really pretty sunset, and it's evening, and it's delightful. I think sunsets are almost always prettier than a sunrise, because like it's just calmer, it's a little bit of a darker one, and it's going like from this bright thing to a dark night sky, which I think is just a prettier transition from like the dark night sky to just bright sun, blazing heat, right? So I think that evening is just better, and everyone should enjoy evenings and stay up later, and yeah, it's just quieter, which I guess it wouldn't be if everyone stayed up later. But I do think that you can just have more fun, because there's this weird expectation because of capitalism that like as soon as the day starts, you have to like start doing all of this intense work of figuring out. And I think that evenings makes you want to relax. I didn't want to go that overtime.
That is very funny. I was going to be like counterpoint capitalism, and you stole it from me. So I was gonna say, productivity in the morning, get going, prove your use to society by being productive in this capitalist hellscape that we live in.
But we despise capitalism.
But you know what? We do despise capitalism.
So enjoy your evenings. Yeah.
I have a question for both of you. Say your best friend invites you to a party.
Yeah.
The party's at 8 p.m. Do you show up at 7:55 or do you show up at 8:05?
If it's my best friend, I'm showing up at like 7 p.m. and helping them set up.
Okay. Maybe it's just a friend.
Just a friend.
Do you show up like before the party or do you show up like after the party started?
I think there's party etiquette. And so I think if you're closer to the person, you need to show up like either like early or on time exactly. But if you're more distant from them, you need to show up late because otherwise it's like, oh, I'm here when it's like just you and your very close besties and I'm intruding. So you want to show up once like it's starting to get going. So that way you're not overstepping your boundaries.
Okay, this did not go in the direction at all.
I'll say 8:05 if it's just a friend.
I've heard it said that like people that like evenings also are like people that show up later to parties, like once the party's started.
Interesting.
And it's like, I guess I could agree to that.
Huh. I don't know.
I view it entirely as a social anxiety thing where I do not want to show up before anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show up later, unless of course I know people are there. If I was arriving on my own.
Yeah.
If I'm arriving with people, then doesn't matter. Just whenever they're ready.
Fair enough.
Started.
I think you picked like the two worst people because you picked like a Southern girl who wants to like make everything socially acceptable and like not offend anybody, and then like a socially anxious boy. Probably not the people who were having the exact right viewpoints on party times. Oh man.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
As well.
Okay, so you'd show up at 8:05.
Yeah.
Fair.
I feel like 8:05 is probably the safer option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
But
don't
there's like an expectation with parties that you don't show up at the time specified, which seems really bizarre to me, but that's
Especially,
just kind of the social order, so whatever.
Yeah, like college parties, it's like, oh, like it's starting at 9, so like we'll get there at like 10:30 kind of thing. Like it's like, it's not at all the start time. And so if you want your party to like start at 9, you tell people like, oh, come by at like 7. So that they actually show up at 9. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. People are strange.
They really are.
Yeah. I don't know. Should we do
30-second speed round?
30-second speed round? Okay. Alright. This works. This pleases the court.
The court of Margot.
Okay. The court of Margot. Adam, we're gonna go around the circle again. Let me set 30 seconds on there. Bridges, yay or nay?
Absolutely not. We need to abolish bridges. Every single bridge in the world, tear it down. Now, you might be wondering at the outset, you might think, get rid of bridges, but there's some bridges that are really beautiful. And you know what? That's true. But what if we had to swim our way over every river instead of driving or walking over a bridge? Would that not be a more entertaining and beneficial use of your time to get consistent exercise instead of just walking lazily? You have to exercise and swim across this rampaging river. And consider the further point that what if you have goods to carry? Even better for the exercise, because now it's some kind of weight training, maybe even problem solving to figure out how you're going to keep this thing from getting wet over the river. And this time,
yeah,
I could say more, but we'll leave it at that.
I'm with Adam. Jeff Bezos, our hero Jeff Bezos is
he really said tear down the bridge.
A bridge in Europe so he can get his yacht out. But I think it's really just because he hates bridges, because he's just that down to earth.
Okay. No.
No, I thought it made a compelling argument, but
I think we need bridges.
I'm just ahead of our time, apparently.
Yeah, or really behind.
You know, bridges are the worst infrastructure because they're always falling apart.
But doesn't it take the sharpest minds to make sure that they don't?
I mean, they're always going to fall apart. Like concrete degrades over time.
That's a defeatist attitude, right? And I don't want to hear it.
Why are we going to build something when we could just swim across? We'll always be able to swim.
That's not true. I feel like this is ableist.
We could make a boat. Boat would be easier than a bridge. Give everyone a boat.
Everyone a boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't there that bridge in like Tennessee maybe that's falling apart and collapsing, but they couldn't afford to fix it, so they built a smaller bridge underneath to catch the debris so it doesn't hit the cars that are driving underneath?
Classic. I hope so. That sounds very Tennessee. Sorry, Tennessee. But I lived there, so also I'm not sorry. I feel like I have the right.
I'm not apologizing to Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
Did you guys in physics class ever have to see that video of like the suspension bridge that wasn't like didn't have weights correctly, so it's just blowing in the wind?
I stopped taking math classes before I got to physics.
That sounds familiar.
They built a suspension bridge somewhere, and then like the weight distribution wasn't correct. And it's like when the wind was blowing, it was really shaking the bridge. It shook the bridge so much it like broke in half.
Did you guys have to build little bridges in like middle school for like a thing?
No. In my high school engineering class, I built a bridge out of paper.
Oh, okay.
And it held up like 90 pounds of sand.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
Just out of paper?
He's an engineer, ladies and gentlemen. But in 8th grade, our like the last like quarter was spent entirely on two things, and it was making bridges out of popsicle sticks and debate. And so you'd get like given a debate topic and a team, and it was like a team thing, like public forum for those in the know. And it was interesting, and that was like a month and a half of 8th grade. But yeah, so we built bridges out of popsicle sticks. And mine was bad. Or my team's. I don't think it was just me. It looked beautiful though, I will say. That's aesthetically, killed it. Would have won. There wasn't a competition for aesthetics though. Yeah, it did not hold up much at all. Alrighty.
You know what? This is a personal gripe.
Okay.
That bridge thing in high school, we got second place.
Okay.
And first place was another person in the class. It was actually two people because it was groups.
Yeah.
And it was this couple that every single day they would fight, and every single day they would break up or like either make up. And they probably broke up in that class about 50 times. And somehow that like fragile relationship built the strongest bridge I've ever seen.
They were putting all of the strength into the bridge instead of the relationship.
It's not fair, so.
Right.
That's when I realized life's not fair.
That's fascinating.
That's your villain origin story.
Yeah.
It's like, did you guys ever see Meet the Robinsons?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm like that little kid. I don't know.
Everybody hated me. Hi. Oh my god. What a good movie. Okay. Ryan.
Yes.
For your 30-second argument, for or against making choices?
I think we should not have to make choices. I think what we should do is we should design a like machine learning AI that will take all the things we do in the day and it'll just make choices. You know, it'll just like flip a coin. Be like, yep, you do this, or no, you don't do it. You know, just leave it up to chance. And honestly, I don't think all that much would change. Be like, should I go to the store today? Oh, the AI says no, so I'm not going to go to the store today. That's just how I'm going to do it. Should I watch TV? The AI says yes, let's do it. That's how you live your life.
And time is up.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah. I think this is just the Indecisive podcast. So we're pro not making choices.
Very pro not making choices, especially major life choices.
Yeah. I was figuring out where I was gonna go to dinner with some friends, and there's 4 of us in total, including myself. And so I very kindly removed myself from the decision process because I was like, then there can't be a tie because it was between 2 places. And so I was like, if there's only 3 people, then you guys have to make the choices, right? It was a selfless act. I also have a thing about the tallest person decides because I'm the shortest, so I never have to decide.
You told me this repeatedly.
Adam is tall. It's wonderful. It's a great thing. But so I was explaining this, and I was also, because there's another girl in the group, and she was like, I don't really have a preference. And I was like, no, ma'am, you have to have a preference because your preferencelessness makes my preferencelessness not work. Because then there's only 2 people deciding. So you have to have a decision. Plus, you're tall. And so another short person chirped in, and he helped me out because he is taller than me. And so he was like, yes, I'm just on the cusp. So he was like, short people have short thoughts, so they can't make decisions. He was like, I'm just tall enough to sometimes have opinions. And so he and I were both like, yes, it's science. You have to choose. Yeah.
That's science right there.
My brain's too short.
Tall person, tall thoughts.
Exactly. You got it. Okay, for or against golf. I think golf should stop. I think golf is a silly little game where you hit silly little things with silly little sticks, and I don't see the point of it because it's silly. I think all golf should be replaced with putt-putt because it's just a much better version of golf. We've taken this thing that's like, okay, boring, old, ew, and then we've made it new and fun and exciting. So I don't understand why we wouldn't just take all of the golf courses and just make them big mini golf courses where it was just like tons of mini golf things, and it was, instead of like 18 holes, it was like 36. We should mini golf more.
Miniaturize golf.
Yeah,
I do really like the mental image of professional golf players, and I don't know if you ever watch golf, but they're so serious. Really like lining up the shot, hitting it, and getting hit by the little windmill on the thing, and they're like, or when some guy hits it, he's like, yes.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like golf, it's so like, because it's so big and there's no like obstacles like there is in putt-putt, it's kind of just boring. It's like, ooh, I can hit this ball a far distance. Yay. But that's all it is.
Sand traps and
but
water
that's
hazards.
not like, but you have all that in mini golf too, and more.
I would say counterpoint. Every time I'm playing mini golf, I'm like, what if I could just like really hit this ball, like really hit it, like
counterpoint. If all the regular golf courses are turned into mini golf courses, then you can just whack the crap out of that ball.
Every 9 holes is like a really long one that you have to do that, and then so it reminds you of how bad golf is every 9 holes. And then you go back to the fun version.
It's a little of like, remember what this game used to be before we fixed it?
Right.
We'll return to that now.
The other thing, too, that's fun about golf is the golf carts.
I do like golf carts.
Sure.
I do also like golf outfits, because it's a lot of squirts for women, and we should wear more squirts.
Golf fits.
Golf fits. Squirts are both pants and a skirt. Skirts. Who wouldn't want that? All you Midwestern ladies who wear spandex under your shorts or skirts, you wear spandex under your skirts. It's just that, but connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the tennis skirt thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, it's like the same clothes.
Same thing. Yeah. What a lovely time.
Even not down to the hats, too.
Yeah. Visors are stupid unless you're counting money in an old movie or playing golf.
So you have one of those like green but clear visors to count out your poker chips.
Yeah.
That's the
What's
only
the point of
acceptable
that?
time to wear a visor.
I don't know. I think it was something about lighting. Like, I think
This
it's
light's
like...
It was
too
a
bright.
fashion
If only I
statement.
had a hat in here.
No, I think the green ones were like... It's like the same vibe as like blue light glasses, but for your head.
Don't
It was
quote
a
me.
sign of wealth. It said to everyone who looked, I'm so wealthy that
Mhm.
I don't care what I wear.
Ooh, true. That I can look stupid. That's still something celebrities do. Man, alrighty.
You're
Well,
right. It is to lessen the eye strain due to incandescent lights.
hell yeah. It sounded
has some
dumb coming
actual
out of my
words in
mouth,
it.
but it was true. It was a fact. Sometimes I know things. We can be a good trivia team, guys. Okay. What rated on y'all's parades?
Oh, okay. And then, real quick.
Yeah.
So this, which won't be available to our audio listeners, it's like a green lamp.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
We've all
You guys
seen
ever
them.
see those at banks?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
same reason. So they like put a green visor on it to like lessen the eye strain.
Interesting.
You ever see a green lamp? But
It's
yeah.
like blue light glasses for your head.
Yeah, have you ever seen a green lamp? Bust out your green clear visor and
And you'll
you're
fit right
all
in.
set.
Count your millions.
Right.
A sign of wealth. Yeah. What rated on your parades?
Margot, I think you ask us so that way you don't have to go first.
It's exactly
Yeah,
what
that's
I
a
do
good
it.
point. I feel like I always have to go first.
Yeah,
So, Margot, you go
it's a
first.
good little tradition. Making choices, specifically choices of what to say about rain on my parade.
Getting
That's
put
an
on the
easy
spot.
out, isn't it?
Rain on my parade. Let me think. I feel like I've been just like very busy, and I feel like people need breaks. So, yeah, I think that is just that I want to like rest some, which I should be able to coming up soon, which is nice. What's another thing? Because that was not great. Breakfast. It's silly. It hurts my little tummy. And I don't like it.
Wait, what are you eating at breakfast?
What?
What are you eating at breakfast?
It doesn't matter.
hurts your
That's the thing.
stomach?
I think it's like my stomach's not ready for food when I wake up, and so I need to wait.
My
Because brunch
stomach-
is fine.
I open my eyes and my
Yeah.
stomach is like, you need to put food in your mouth now or we will scream.
Yeah, so if I eat as soon as I wake up, like how people tell you to all the time, it like hurts. It gives me a stomach ache. But if I wait like an hour or two after I've woken up, then it's like, oh, okay, we're ready now.
The
I can have
only
coffee
time that's-
immediately though.
The only time that's ever happened to me,
Mhm.
and this requires a little bit of explanation.
That's great.
I don't know if this ever happened to you, but
Has
this
this
happened to me
ever
in high
happened
school a
to
few times,
you?
where I woke up,
Yeah.
thought I was late,
Yeah.
got ready, speedily showered, started eating, got dressed, ready for school, looked at the clock, it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
This happened many times in high school, and those times were when I was like, man, this food is really making me feel a little sick because I was eating breakfast at like 2 or 3 a.m.
Dang.
Yeah. It's the same vibe. It's just that my stomach's not ready until like 11 a.m. Like I'll wake up at like 9ish, and like if I try to eat at 9ish, right, it's like not gonna happen. 10 is maybe, we'll see.
That's
11 is like, yeah, we can eat something. And then Adam would make fun of me for eating dinner at like 9 p.m.
Yeah,
But it's just
'cause that's
because my
ridiculous.
tummy's a little weird.
ridiculous.
I don't eat dinner at 9 p.m. anymore, if that makes you happy.
It does.
I do
I'm
eat
glad
it
you've
still
come to your
later than you
senses.
do, because you eat like early bird special board.
Yeah,
probably
I eat
like
dinner
7:30.
Still pretty late. I eat dinner at like 5.
That's fair. My parents eat dinner at like 4:30, so
4:30 is too early. 5
Yeah.
is the absolute cutoff. I cannot eat before then. But I
would
do
say
tend to eat at
5.
5. But usually like 5 is when I start making dinner. So
Mhm.
actually putting it in my mouth to eat is closer to 6.
I do think I try for like 6 or 6:30ish, and then it can kind of end up being 7 or 7:30ish, depending on what I'm making and when I started, and my gross overestimate of how speedily I can make food. Yeah.
I always think I can make food faster than I seem to be able to.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I can whip this up
10
real
minutes,
fast.
plenty
And
of
it'll be like an hour later. I still
Yeah.
need to do dishes. I'm like, what happened?
Where did the time go?
That in fact happened today. What happened?
Oh my god. How about you guys? Was it breakfast? Did breakfast read on your parents?
It's not breakfast.
I do agree breakfast is silly.
Thank you.
It's like breakfast is like a certain subset of food that can only be the subset of food. And you can't eat it at any other point of the day. And then if you do, it's like, oh, you're having breakfast for dinner. And also, lunch and dinner really aren't that different. Lunch is just a smaller sized dinner.
Ryan, you're brilliant. That's why breakfast hurts my tummy. It's because it's always sweeter. It's always something a little sweeter. And I feel like if I had, like, this is a lie, I feel like it's still too soon to eat. But, like, I feel like if I had a sandwich at, like, 10 a.m. that was, like, a lunch sandwich, I'd be fine. 'Cause sugar hurts my stomach. Yeah. All right. Problem solved. Breakfast is silly. We should change it. Anyway. You guys have to, like, actually say what rained on your parades now.
Yeah.
Not that I went first.
I don't know if I have anything.
Thought of something.
We'll see. I have the same problem every week.
You would think, like, whatever episode number we're on, we would have prepared.
Why would I do that?
I mean, just look at what I've done this week.
I literally, as we were thinking, I was like, okay, we recorded this podcast a week ago. I've had a week of days that have transpired that something bad probably happened to me, and I can't think of anything. So I guess a good thing, I've been playing a lot of Horizon Forbidden West, and it's incredible. Everyone should play it. I love these games.
Fair.
It's so good.
Love that. Yeah.
The story is wild too. It's fantastic.
I've been seeing some stuff about it lately, actually, and I'm the 10th out of 10 gamers who's not a gamer, and thus I didn't really have any interest in playing it, but it is beautiful. Like,
yeah,
it is so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The first game was like this a lot too, but I feel like this Forbidden West is even better, where you'll just be walking through the world, and then you'll find like a picturesque location just kind of randomly. Like, it's not like something you're like the story's like, look how great this is. It's like, oh, you just kind of found this little part of the world that's gorgeous. But the entire world is like that.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Yeah. I love that. It's very exciting. Yeah. A happy thing.
Go play Horizon if you own a PlayStation. It's good. You'll love it. I guarantee it.
Also, Valve released this like Portal minigame this week for their new console. It's like a 30-minute tech demo, but it's legitimately like one of the funniest things I've played in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Which just makes me sad, because it's like, Valve, why don't you make games anymore? You're so good.
Yeah.
They got too much money.
Yeah.
They don't need to make games.
You're really good at it.
They're
like that one artsy friend that's like, oh no, it's not that good. It's like, no, it's really
Picasso,
good.
Yeah. Like.
My view of Valve is every time they see like a tweet that's like, why don't you make Portal 3? And they're like, why don't we make Portal 3? And they kind of look over at their giant piles of cash from Steam, and they're like, oh, that's why we don't make Portal 3.
Oh my god, their office is just like Scrooge McDuck's.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Good. I think that's the second time we've referenced that in 2 weeks. We'll go for a third next.
Picture like Jake's Valve himself, CEO.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy's name. The guy.
Jake Valve.
Jake Valve. he has like a butler, and he's getting ready for like a pool, and his butler comes up and he's like, so we've got more requests today to make Portal 3, and he's like, I'll consider it, but I need to div my pool, and then he jumps into the pile of money like.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fair. Portal is a great game though. Portal 2 is the one that I played, to be fair.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's
very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valve is an interesting company as far as work culture. All their desks are on wheels, and like you literally move your desk if you want to work on a different project. So it'll be like, this project is on the 3rd floor, so you like put your desk on the wheels and you go up to the 3rd floor, and then you get your desk off, and now you're on that project now.
That's pretty great, actually.
That's so funny.
It's very nice, but that also explains why nothing gets done.
Yeah, because their desks are rolling away.
I don't like this project anymore, and 5 people just wheel away.
Oh my god. That's so funny. God. I don't know. What's a video game sequel or threequel that you guys like want to happen that hasn't happened, but you really want it to happen and you're just waiting?
3.
Okay. Thank you for cutting me off, because I was just going to keep going like that.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. I feel like all my favorite video game series, I either got into them after they were completed or have since gotten sequels that I enjoyed. Like, I got into Fallout with Fallout 3 in New Vegas, but then Fallout 4 came out, so that's kind of, I would like another Fallout, but that's kind of settled.
You got more.
I got what I wanted. And the same with like every other series, like Mass Effect or Uncharted or whatever. I've just gotten into it when the whole thing was out and done. So I don't think there's any video game series that I would like a sequel for. Well, now that Forbidden West is out.
Right. I like the Batman games a lot, but then they got bad. So
the Arkham ones?
Yeah.
Batman.
At what point would you say it got bad?
Night.
Oh, interesting.
I hated the Batmobile.
Interesting.
I hated the Batmobile. It was awful, but it was necessary. Like, you couldn't even avoid it. You had to use it.
That's a good point.
And it was terrible.
It's like a key part of the game that you had to do the Batmobile stuff.
Yeah. It was bad. Did not enjoy. But the games themselves are wonderful, especially Asylum and City. They slap.
I think Origins is slept on.
It is, for sure. But I also...
Everyone's like, this is stupid. A prequel. And you know what? It was stupid. But it was great.
It also had like the multiplayer.
The best multiplayer I've ever played in the game. That no one played, but it was amazing. When you waited 2 hours to finally get in a full match. It was the best match I've ever played.
Oh my god.
Call of Duty wishes it was Batman at Arkham Origins multiplayer.
You know, we're going over time right now, but I just want to say that I like that Batman has gotten more serious, more realistic. Yeah. But the one thing I don't like is that I like the Batmobile where it had bat fins on it. I think that's cool. I like Batman being this rich billionaire fighting crime. He's like, you know what? We got to put bat fins on this.
Yeah.
Because all the newer ones are just oh, it's black and it's metal.
Yeah. There's something to be said about older movies, comic books, shows, whatever, saying what they think something really high tech should look like. And it always looked cooler than when you actually had the technology to make something high tech and it looked dumb.
If it's called the Batmobile, it should look silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, put your friends on the spot and make them make choices about whether or not things should continue being things or not. but not real choices, because real choices are hard. And have a sunny Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.